forward. Manatee County Sheriff's Office has confirmed that they recovered the body of 18-year-old Giovanni Peltier, who was found in a retention pond off Interstate 75, not far from where his backpack and cell phone were found. Interestingly, police announced they interviewed Giovanni's father, who is currently incarcerated, and he too shared that he was not comfortable with his son being around these cousins that he had never met. If you aren't aware of what happened, Giovanni, his mom, and his mom's boyfriend drove down to Inglewood, Florida in late July. While there, Giovanni was hoping to connect with some of his cousins from his father's side who he had never met before. So at 1:30 in the morning on August 1st, these three cousins come to pick up Giovanni with the intent of taking him back to their home in Mims, Florida, a 3-hour drive. Just 25 minutes into this trip, Giovanni sends a plea for help to his mom, texting her, "Help, Mom." He also texted his grandfather and aunt for help as well, but everybody was asleep, so no one saw these messages till the next morning. Later that day, a truck driver found Giovanni's backpack and cell phone on the side of the highway and turned it into police. Police discovered a body which they confirmed to be male on Friday in a retention pond close to where Giovanni's backpack and cell phone were found. Police have since confirmed the body to be that of Giovanni's.
Ken, you were just basically saying family don't matter, and then this kid went and met three cousins he didn't even know, lost his life. So what you think about that?
I think you got to make your own family. And I think it's based on the people that you align with, not necessarily you're born to, because that's tragic. And that happens when, you know, in your mind, you want your children to be connected to something, but you have an idea of how it's supposed to look. So you start going to the people you're blood related to, expecting something. Instead, I think it's better that the parents create a network for the children that you consent to, that you have vetted, right? And filter your children to that. Through that, at least everybody is vetted and y'all think alike and y'all have the same behavior. Because that baby was chilling with strangers. They don't know him. So that's sad.
Slim, what you think about hearing that his father was in prison? He said he felt uncomfortable about him being around his own family, his son being around his own family.
I mean, I think it's a tragic situation. I'm kind of confused on why we don't hear more about a situation like this on the media. I'm also going to look at the fact that we're probably not going to hear anything else about this situation in the media. How old was he? 18?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really, really sad. And I'm more concerned with that. I want to see how much coverage this story gets because I think it needs to be out there. But man, that's a tragic situation. I don't even know how to respond to that because what would you do if you're trying to go around people you think you should be able to trust, like they're supposed to be your family? So it's real tough, man. I don't know, bro.
Sure. TikTok, I mean, Heaven, I know you stay on top of TikTok. Did you hear about this story?
I did not. Actually, I wasn't on TikTok a lot today after watching the live this morning from the White House. That's devastating. Sometimes family can really be the worst people for you. Like Ken said, they can be your biggest op. That it takes a lot of discernment, and I don't feel like the parents did their job. Because no, y'all are cousins. Okay, well, how about you come up for a couple hours, you know, spend some time here, supervised, hang out, let's get a feel for each other, do that back and forth. Now we'll drive down there and get together and meet up and meet everybody else. And you don't just let your child go with people that should be their cousins because they have no love for that person. They don't know him.
For sure. Doc, his father was in prison. Do you feel like if he was around, this wouldn't have happened? You know, he would have been like, don't deal with those people. What you think?
I mean, it's just hard to tell because you know me, I got one of them big Southern families. It's a little dysfunctional, but you know, I love my cousins. I travel with my cousins. We go around. But I mean, 90% of my cousins are amazing. You know what I'm saying? It would be no percent. Every family's gonna have that 10% that, you know, it wouldn't be ideal for you to leave your kids around. You know what I mean? And he an 18-year-old, you know, it ain't really too many things you could tell him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna go out and do whatever he want to do. When I was a young dude, 18, 19, I used to shoot out of town with cousins that was older than me. I really didn't know them like that. Like I couldn't say I grew up with them because, you know, you know what I'm saying? My cousin Nisha in the chat, I love you, girl. But I really didn't know some of them like that too. You know what I mean? So, but we just got this thing, like my cousin KD, he my oldest cousin. He always, and my oldest cousins, they always made it like, yo, nothing was gonna happen no matter where they took you to. Like we was gonna, you know, they had a real big family orientation. We was gonna be in there together. We was gonna lose our life together. We was gonna leave out of here, come and go together. So I think it's always just this not ideal group, you know, in your family. And he just happened to seem like he happened to link up with them, and that's just bad circumstances, and it's unfortunate. And you know, maybe if his father was out, he could have told him like, yo, these might not be the little cousins you should hang out with, or the cousins. Maybe you should, you know, be more around these people. You know what I'm saying? So that's just unfortunate to see because that's family.
For sure, for sure. So I'm gonna get to the main topic. This is Kaizen. He was actually the first guest on the New Party. Slim, I think you met Kaizen before, but he's been tweeted by Elon Musk and Donald Trump. I think he break down what's going on in DC pretty well.